Hello and welcome to video number 22. And today, well, it's been a very disappointing day in some ways. There's been some good parts of it too. I thought I'd be tired today, and I was. It wasn't just that I did the walking up the hill yesterday, but I also did a lap round the block here. This morning, doesn't sound very far, 2.5 kilometres. I'm trying to rebuild my physical strength, so it means I've got to do some exercise. Yes, it seems to work together that way. And as a result, I have been very tired today. That was after this morning, of course. And I've had a few things I've had to do. I've been to the doctors for ECG and blood tests. And I had actually quite an interesting digging deeper into the Bible with Michael Llewellyn-Jones and some other people, and I enjoyed that. But I was just brushed out, really, I think is the best way of putting it. So I've been watching some television, and there was an interview with James O'Brien talking to John Cleese. And I've got to admit, I've been thinking, was I getting old? Is this the problem? John Cleese will be 83 in October. So I looked at him and I thought, no, I'm not old. he's doing all right at 83. He's all the way around the world. He's planning the next work that he's doing. Apparently they're putting A Fish Called Wanda on stage. They're also thinking of putting The Life of Brian on stage, which I think would be an excellent idea. But I think what that told me straight away is that we've got to be grateful and thankful for what we have, for what we can do, for who we are, and not think about things that we can't do. So that's my attitude at the moment. I've decided. It's all about things I can do. So I went out and had a look at the flowers, and yes, they're looking good. They're all starting to pick up now, and they're starting to open up, and it's looking nice. I've done some other things around the house, and yes, I can do them. I'm also planning what to do with the business. Our website needs to be completed. I got an email today from Chris Taylor telling me that, yep, he's ready to do the next part. Am I? Okay, so I've got that to do. So otherwise, it was a peaceful day. And at the end of that day, yeah, I think I'm grateful that I can sit here and talk to you this evening. I've got the knowledge to build a video, how to handle the audio and the lighting and all that sort of thing. I can do that. I've been doing it for years. Actually, that's part of the business as well. It's publishing, called Bold Blossom. And at the beginning of this video, and at the end probably if I get round to it, I'm going to put our logo up for that. No, the website isn't quite ready yet, so give it a few days before we've launched it. But it will be going there. But that set me thinking as well when I was thinking about that. I can do a lot of different things, and that's something I'm glad of. Several people recently have said, well, is there anything you can't do? The answer to that question is yes, there's lots of things I can't do. But I can do a lot of different things. Someone said to me I think it was in late 1970s, that I was born too late. I should have been a jack of all trades, would have been better in the Victorian era. Actually, as a teacher, one of the things I had to teach was, you have to teach quite a lot of things, whether you're qualified or not actually. It's to do PSHE, and it was looking at careers. Now, when I started teaching careers, it was becoming apparent that the 40-year career, the life plan for 40 years, you work for one business, do one job, and then you retire, and then you die. They don't mention those two bits at the end, actually. It was disappearing already. This is what I'm talking about now. When I was in about 2001, it was becoming apparent that what we need are transferable skills. I would teach that by putting a list on the board of all the different jobs I had done. I'm not explicitly as to where I was working and things like that, but just the titles of them to say what I was doing. It came out then to around about 28, 29 jobs. Pupils would say, well, surely you haven't done all that many jobs, sir. And the answer is, yes, I had. And what I had done was to use the skills that I had learned, picked up, been taught, and looked how I could apply them. Several pupils would say, oh, did you do computer science at school? As an ICT teacher, that would make sense to them. Or did I do ICT at school? No, I didn't. But the point is, I did mathematics A-level and passed it, which was useful. I didn't do computer science. I didn't do ICT. And yet I ended up teaching ICT. But I said to the pupils, looking at that long list of jobs, what I've done is I've used all the skills that I've got. I did not know what technology was going to be around 20 years after I'd chosen my GCEs for my O-levels. I had no idea. And I said, you have no idea, as pupils taking your GCSEs, what the technology will be like in 20, 30 years' time. Concentrate on what you can do, building up skills. Don't worry too much about the qualifications in a sense, because they may not be relevant in 5, 10 years' time. But that's a very controversial message to take across. Am I a polymath? I don't know. I'll leave that for others to judge, because I have a feeling you don't work it out yourself. So, end of today's video. I'm thankful and grateful for what I can do, especially when I can help other people, because that's what I really love doing. It's a wonderful feeling. In publishing, for example, when I design a leaflet or a flyer or a book, and the person for whom I've designed it and published it looks at it and smiles, and they say, that's good. And that is why I do it. That's why I do all the things I do, because I want other people to enjoy it. So I hope that you enjoy my little talks on video, because that's why I'm doing them. It's as simple as that. End of video 22. Thank you very much for watching. Look forward to meeting you again, and good night.